Want to learn about what the most successful people do? We're going to talk about good habits and morning rituals for daily success. In today's episode, we're going to talk about what is a good time to get up in the morning. Then I'm going to talk to you about the 5 things that I've learned from other successful people of how to get the day going. And lastly, I'm going to share with you a tip to make these habits stick. So the best part of the morning for me is waking up early. If you would have told me years ago that I'd be waking up at 4:30 in the morning, I'd call you crazy. But now it's the best part of the day. Everybody's asleep while I get to get things done. So the reason why I like waking up in the morning early at between 4 and 4:30 is because I have a list of things that I need to get done or I want to get done. And what it really does is keep me on task the rest of the day. If I'm organized and knock out this list that I'm going to share with you, I'm more on point. My day just seems to flow a lot better and I'm getting things done without a distraction. Typically during my day, I'm getting emails, DMs, phone calls, people coming to me, contractors, you name it. So if I have this quiet time for me to get organized and prioritize my day, it just goes that much smoother. Let me go through the list of things that I like to do in the morning. So after I wake up, I usually get a nice glass of water, something, and get adjusted for my morning meditation. I try to take at least 10 minutes every day. So I have several different apps that I use for guided meditation, or I'll just do it on my own. I typically have about 10 to 15 minutes that I use for this meditation time or practice. And my favorite is Waking Up with Sam Harris, and I have a free 30-day trial for you down below. Click on that link if you're interested in learning more or trying meditation, or maybe you're already meditating and just looking for a different app. A few reasons why I like to meditate, or some of the benefits that I've had from meditating, is it allows me to create space. Typically when you're flipping real estate or just life in general, you get very busy and stuff comes at you. So in order not to react, I use meditation to create that space so I don't react. It gives me time to think. It also calms me and allows me to prioritize things for the day. Meditation has been a great vehicle for me. I think it can be for you as well. If it's something that is foreign to you and you've never tried it, or maybe you just think, oh, I can't sit for more than a minute or two. I was the same way. You could sit for longer than you think, but you have to give it a shot and you have to try it and you have to work towards it. And once you do, I think you'll be happy with the benefits that come from it. The next thing I like to do is I like to write down my goals or my gratitude for the day. I like to write down what's on my mind and get it on paper for the morning. For myself, what happens is if I have a thought and it's recurring over and over, it will keep recurring over and over until I get it on paper. Once it's on paper, a couple things happen. One, I've released that thought, so now I can allow new thoughts in. But also, if it's something that's an intention, maybe it's a goal, whatever it is, the power of it, of actually writing it down, is important. Also, morning gratitude is also important. What are you thankful for? These are things that I like to identify in the morning to get my day started off right. So if I had my meditation and then I can write or journal or what I'm thankful for, goals, you could write about anything. The key is getting in the habit of actually writing stuff down in the morning. So then getting in the habit of working out. It's great to get your endorphins working. I used to be a person that worked out in the evenings. But then what happened is work and life and kids, everything kind of took a priority. So if I don't work out in the morning, it's kind of hard to get it in later in the day just because other things take precedence. So now if I wake up early, it's another reason why I need to fit all these things in, or I get to actually fit all these things into my morning routine. Working out has been huge. I think to get started, maybe you hire someone, a trainer, to get you going, because if someone's sitting there waiting for you every morning, you're going to be more accountable than just to yourself. The other benefit to hiring a trainer is not just for the accountability piece, but also so you learn how to work out correctly and push yourself without tearing a muscle or something like that. I think for myself, if I don't work out in the morning, then I'm sluggish all day. And I think people that are watching this that do, you could identify and relate to it. Getting in the habit of working out in the morning just releases endorphins. your energy's so much higher in the morning and you get way more accomplished. Here's a bonus tip for some of you investors out there. If you're working out in the morning, one thing as an investor that I like to do, you have to set the expectations with your tradespeople daily. You know as well as I do, if you're not in front of them addressing what needs to get done that day, someone else is, and they're going to work on their job. So about 5 a.m., 5:30 every morning, I send out a task list to every single tradesperson so they know where they're supposed to be that day and what they're supposed to be working on. They may already know, but all I'm doing is reiterating it. And if there's any issues, they'll respond back with it and I can address it and go from there. This is one that took me a while to get into. I'm not a super big fan of cold water, but I love it now, and it's doing a cold plunge. I do it every single morning now. I used to do it once a week, and as I've gotten used to it, it's something that I just can't live without. Instead of a cold plunge, you could do a cold shower. Either one are great for you. Some of the benefits to doing a cold plunge or cold shower is it forces your body into a fight or flight. Once you are under that pressure and you go through it, your body will calm down and relax. Believe it or not, you'll calm down, your body will relax, and you could get into a different state, almost like meditation. This is great for you to put your body under the stress because it helps your immune system and it's going to help you from getting sick, and it keeps your mind sharp. A cold plunge could last as little as a minute and as many as 8 minutes. I typically try to go 4 to 5 minutes in my cold plunge with the temperatures anywhere from 42 to 47 degrees. One of my early mentors taught me this: good food in the body, good information in the brain equals great wealth in the wallet. Health is so important, and sometimes we overlook it, eating fried foods and all these other non-organic foods that just aren't good for you. So be aware of what you're putting in your body, not just in the morning, but all day long. Before I get to how to make these habits stick, do me a favor, list below one of these habits that we've just gone through that you may introduce into your morning routine. This last one to make it stick is habit stacking. What habit stacking is if you can create a habit, maybe you already have a habit, let's just call it brushing your teeth, something that simple. You take from that habit and you grow, you stack another habit on top of it. That's why morning habits or morning routines are so important and easy if you have one thing that you could build off of. So maybe on this list that we just went through, maybe you introduce the morning meditation. You take 10 to 15 minutes and carve that out for yourself. And then after that, maybe after, a little while after, a couple months, then you introduce journaling. You could then introduce lifting or working out, whatever that, yoga, you name it, whatever that looks like. So you start to stack all these habits on top of each other, and it makes it easier because you already have that habit formed. Science has proved that once you have a habit, it's easier to introduce and add another one. If you like this video, I think you'll love this next video, how to have a mindset of a millionaire.